model to life with MCV Products. Visit them on the World Wide Web at mcvproducts.net.
Hi guys, we're going to do a quick update on where we're at on the 1/12 scale 69 Camaro Z28 kit that I'm doing bad things to it. There's going to be a lot of stuff, quote, Tim's going to go into the burn pile. Anyway, I'll start show you what some added goodies I've bought so far. I do have wheels coming. We're getting those all dialed in for the build, which should be a nice, hopefully, not one of us, there'll never be another set of wheels, but probably one of that people see on the car. For this point in time, I did order in a resin hood. The hopes were that this would have enough clearance to I could keep the tunnel ram on the car, but it's not enough. So, but I like this hood, so we're going to go with this hood and get it worked out into the car, because I just like the way that looks. I always liked that style scoop. I could have had it without. I wouldn't have minded if it wouldn't have had the vents in it, but that's okay. We'll work with those. All right. So, also we got for it I have the Hideaway headlight grill. I got that from Iceman over there, and I got the replacement headlights and taillights, so that we're gonna have those, which is gonna look nicer for it. Yeah, so that's where we're at on that part. Let me there we go, just a little bit. We are working on the engine. I said I couldn't hit the tunnel ram, even with the other hood won't fit under the hood, so we're gonna have to go with that the regular side by side dual 4-barrel setup, which I didn't really want, but that's okay. That's where we're at. Basically, we're going to do the engine stock. It comes ready to be pre-wired and all that good stuff. We may add some fuel lines and stuff in as well. But once you put that big breather on top of that, you can't see a whole lot of detail down there. So we may or may not add much more to it than what the kit parts have. We did have, God, I can't even talk. Apologize. It's been a long day. Do have my distributor and coil mounted. Got our oil filter painted blue. Shift linkages on the transmission. We got our starter on. Fuel pump is all painted up. We got our alternator with an alternator bracket on. We got our fan and belts assembly. The water pump is all on. So basically we're to the point of starting to put the wires and the exhaust manifolds and all that stuff on the engine. So that's where we're at on that. I do have the carburetors here painted there. They are really nice. Let me see if I can bring them in a little bit. The camera sometimes doesn't like doing this. So these are the kit carburetors. All I did was I hit them with a quick shot of gold paint, so that they weren't all chromy, and I'll probably do a black wash on them, but they look just as kit carburetors. They look really good. And I said they're going to get covered up by the breather anyway, so I'm not too concerned with those as far as getting aftermarket parts or something. Let's see. There's that. Let me give me 1 second, and I'll bring up the body and show you where I'm at on that. Okay, guys, we got the body here, and yes, I did undo it. There's no going back now. We cut the top off. Works pretty good. Looks pretty good where I've got it at. Got a little more trimming and fine detail, fine fitting to go. Right now I just have a thin sheet of styrene in there just to give me a reference on it, and then I'll build up on top of that. I do have it's not glued in, but I taped up the windshield so I wouldn't damage it, and then I put it in. I went ahead and have it in here and I clamped it down just to help protect the windshield frame, because it's in a very fragile position right now with the roof being gone. We cut off the package tray on interior, as you can see, and some of the side panels, because we're gonna have, this is my template for the boot cover that will go basically like this. This is just a rough template. I'll cut one out when I get the heavier sheet stock in, which is what I'm waiting for on the body. Get the heavier styrene sheet in. I will cut that a little bit wider, and then I will custom fit it, and then we'll probably actually sculpt with the epoxy sculpt or something. We may glue 2 or 3 or 4 sheets of that together to make a nice thick piece, carve it, and use the epoxy sculpt on that to make it look more realistic. This is just a template of the piece I need to put in here. So I'm just waiting for the heavier stock to get here. And again, that's just a rough cut template. I'll cut it large and trim it to fit. Because yeah, there's a big difference between the rear deck area and the quarters of a convertible one as opposed to one with the hard top. The vent, everything back here is all different shapes, different. So there's a lot more work than just hacking off the top and calling it good. So anyway, that's where we're at on the Camaro so far. My goal is to have it ready for Acme. I have no clue on color yet. I'm toying with a couple, but it's all up in the air. But even if it's not done for Acme, I probably will still take it and show it as in progress. But that's 10 weeks from now, so hopefully I'll have it done. So anyway, that's where we're at on the Camaro. I don't know what I'm going to start building next. I do have the Vet and Firebird videos are coming to the channel if they're not up already when you see this one, because they are both finished, and I don't know what. I will start something else next to fill in around the time around this one. So if you want to get my shop cards, just hit me up with an email and I'll send you one out. With that, I'm going to say good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you are in the world when you watch this video. We will see you on the next one. Bye.